One of the biggest Bitcoin whales keeps unloading Bitcoin, which is quite painful. Then also the Bitcoin price is facing some very important resistance right now. And I think I'm gonna change my stance on my current long trade, which is gonna be discussed in this video. So if you're interested in all of this and if you're enjoying these kinds of updates, tell me down in the comments, call me Mr. Spot On, like the video, share the video. There is a share button down below here on YouTube so that we are educating the community and so that people stop losing money. So without any further ado, let's just quickly talk about two good things that are out there in the market, and then we're gonna move on to the real stuff that is quite chilly at this point. So number one, Uzbekistan has approved rules for issuance and circulation of crypto assets, which is very good, and it's also coincides really nicely with Brazil. You remember we spoke about Brazil in one of the previous videos. So the world, and the adoption is creeping in, the regulation is going to be coming in, which is amazing. Remember what happened to the junk bonds in the US back in the 80s? Everybody thought that the space is gonna die, but it actually went 100x. So this is what we are slowly starting to see despite everything in the market of crypto right now. The next thing is also very bullish, but again, bullish in a long-term perspective, not definitely not in a short-term perspective. So US Senator is calling that a Bitcoin is a commodity and not a security. There is no dispute about this. So there is an long article at news.bitcoin.com if you want to check it out. And because why is this important? Because the type of regulation that is going to be set on Bitcoin. So if it's going to be declared officially a commodity, this is going to be huge and very bullish for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the rest is going to be fighting with regulation, like if they're going to be deemed a security. So now good stuff out of the way, let's get into some juicy stuff. So basically we have this, one of the biggest Bitcoin whales right here holding billions and billions of dollars of Bitcoin. And this whale has been unloading. But it has unloaded about 4,000 Bitcoin, which is not that much in comparison to how much he or she has. But usually this whale would be unloading this whale, oftentimes when we saw in the history of this whale, it's actually doing some swing trading. So at the bottom, it's buying in, and then, at the local top, or when it believes that it's going to go down, it's actually selling. So in this instance, it bought in quite a bit, but now without any really big change in the price, it's actually selling off right now. So does it mean that the price is going to be going much lower? Well, if we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin derivatives right now, then we're gonna see that on the CME futures, the institutional investors are actually out for blood. In aggregate, they are now net short the equivalent of 62,000 Bitcoin. This is quite scary. This is their highest level of aggregate net short positions since 2020. Look, this is what it looks like red right here. So basically what this means, and sometimes, there are potentially a few reasons for this. Number one is that funds are running the arbitrage between spot and futures. Number two is that traders generally believe that Bitcoin will move lower, and that institutional investors as a group are trying to pressure the spot market to move lower by incentivizing spot holders to run the reverse arbitrage. And the thing is that number one really doesn't make any sense here. And also that's what it says here, that given that the premium of the futures over the spot market is negative, the first option is very unlikely, and it's true. So I think that it's predominantly either number three, or predominantly probably actually number two. So they actually believe that it's going to go much lower. And certainly when we have so much downside pressure, there could be some kind of a short squeeze and, liquidate everyone. This could also happen. There's always a fight between bulls and the bears, and that's just how it is. But, we have to pay attention to these things. So here also what's important is this chart right here, because this at $10,000, this is the ratio between puts and calls on the CME Bitcoin options. So this is the options market, and we are saying that the calls, they're very weak. When the puts, look, everybody's currently betting that Bitcoin is going down to $10,000, which is very painful to look at. But let's take a look at the chart, because remember that I actually have my trade open, and it's a joke at this point, like $500 profit on an $84,000 long trade. Remember that if you want to be trading over on BitGet yourself, then you can go down into the description of this video or into the pinned comment and claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. And if you deposit more than $500, you'll get my famous paid crypto course for absolutely free. So it's a win-win. And you will be also getting huge cash back on your trading fees, which, to be honest, honest, is a kill for feature, because even if you're a break-even trader, you're gonna later on see it, these rebates in your spot account. I'm gonna link a video right here where I explain how this works and how you can use this to your advantage, because I'm using this personally and it makes a huge difference. 10% is a huge difference. So check out this video and use my link down below for all these insane bonuses. So basically, we did see this breakout in the daily chart and also the smaller charts from here, and we've taken it. So we had some beautiful break. Let me make it a bit bigger. So we certainly saw a beautiful breakout right here, and we've taken it, and all we are doing right now is basically controlling it. And certainly, if you want to see all of our trades, then go down into the description of this video and join my free Discord channel where we post all of our trades, and our trading community is making like very good money. Not every trade is a profit, it's impossible for it to be, but overall we're making good profits. So we are doing much better than most hedge funds in the world right now. So go join us right now. And the huge resistance that we're actually going into right now, remember, on the daily chart, the EMA ribbon has been very important for us for a very long time. That's what we are seeing right now. We're going into it, and it's already facing so much resistance. That's our target in this breakout is about $18,000, but we've gone up to like 17,400, like halfway to this breakout. That's why, my stop loss basically is already like zero loss, to be honest. So I would not let it run. So that's what I want to really show you guys, because we already are seeing, like, even at this point, barely into the EMA ribbon, just technically, we are already seeing so much weakness. It's incredible. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, and you're gonna see it right here as well, that we are actually starting to slow down tremendously. For now, we are still safe because we are still in this wedge right here. So we're basically forming this wedge, and we already have a lower high basically. So when what is going to happen next for me, like my entry point was around this area, so it was around 16,700 something, so that's why I still have a profit over on Bitget. But certainly if the price goes down below right here and actually breaks down below, this would be more of a shorting opportunity, to be honest, than keeping a long trade. It wouldn't make any sense to keep a long trade. So if it closes with some volume below here, I'm just going to close my short trade with zero loss like Mr. Spot On. I don't really like to risk my money, especially in the bear market. It's very tough to trade. It's a lot more difficult than in the bull market. So adding extra risk and hoping that it's going to go down and then maybe retrace is just stupid. So we're going to, certainly if it's going to go below, we're going to close our long trade, potentially maybe even open a short trade. And then later on, if there are opportunity, if the market shifts again, if something changes, then we're going to keep you guys updated, and we're going to potentially again switch. We'll see what happens, because we have to follow the market, follow the news, follow the fundamentals, macro events, etc. But so far at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually break down again, seeing what this whale is doing, seeing all these things, what are happening, huge price suppression right now in Bitcoin, and just in general macroeconomics, because we really want to see what's going to happen on the 14th of December with the interest rate decision. So until then, anything can happen, and we're going to follow the price as it goes, and we're going to act accordingly. So going to keep you guys updated. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, join my free Discord channel, join Bitget right now. It's licensed in the United States, so you don't need a VPN in US, and use all those incredible bonuses. And I'm going to link a tutorial right here so you can learn how to actually open trades with a proper risk and money management, so you don't lose money like everyone else in the market. So check it out, and as always, stay smart, stay rich, have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.